Hello and welcome to the Nail School and Beauty Academy. I'm Leanne and today we're going to have a look at the kit available from Eyeluvlashes for the lash lift and brow lamination. Now I've actually tested this kit myself on my own lashes and I must admit I'm very pleased with the results. Now the entire kit comes in this gorgeous little bag, so we're going to open this up and have a look what's inside. Now, as you can see, you get quite a lot in this little kit. It's amazing that all of this actually fits into that little bag, but it is literally what came out of it. So we're going to start off with the tools first. So here we have a spike tool for doing your lash lift. It's also great for lifting your lashes to test that they are actually developed before you apply your neutralizer, because the guidelines state between a certain amount of time. We're going to have a look at that in a sec on the instructions. Now this is replacing the lifted range. It's now lift and go, and the only difference with this is that the development times are much less, but as for the product and how it works, it's exactly the same, it's just quicker. So the lift tool is fabulous and also essential for any lash lift. We also have these little combs. So on the one side here we've got a flat side, and here we have a slight comb. They've put several in the kit as well, which is fantastic, because while one is sitting in the barber side melting off any of the glue, they can then go into the UV cabinet. You can rotate these, which means that you don't have to keep on like using new ones all the time. They are sterilizable because they are hard plastic. Okay, these however are disposable. So with these micro applicators, you can use these to apply your product once you've actually lifted the lashes. I've found these are also really good for holding those stubborn lashes down for troubleshooting as well. But there is something else in this kit that will help with that, and we'll go into that in a second. And these I apply my number 3 with, and then I give it to the client to take home so that they can play with their own lashes as well. You will get through absolutely loads of these, so my advice is definitely top up on the website while you're there. Okay, so these ones here are the brow lamination combs, and they are so handy. Now, a lot of people think that you could probably use those to lift the brows into place. Unfortunately, the brow goes up inside the comb and doesn't stick down to the glue. These ones are a much finer bristle, and again, these are single use, so you'll get through quite a lot of these. And these shorter bristle, and that will hold the brow down into the glue when positioning your eyebrows ready for the full lamination process. Okay, so we have also here your silicone pads for your lash lift, 5 pairs of each one, and this one small and medium. Now, it's not very often in all my years of doing lash lifts have I ever come across somebody that would require a large. I think I've probably done 2 clients in my entire history, but if they do require a large, you can put a medium on, because my advice is always go for the smallest pad, lift pad that you can, to get the biggest lift possible. Now, if their lashes go past the top line on these, you can use the medium. Just make sure that you don't put your product on the tip of the lashes if their eyelashes go past the line at the top. But if you're concerned about that, you can get the large ones as well, but as I said, it is incredibly rare that you would need them. Okay, so the other tool I was talking about to hold your lashes down, now this is wrap. Basically it's film on a smaller roll, but invaluable. If you've got a client whose eyes keep blinking all the time, their lashes can sometimes release from the glue. Now this will also hold their lashes down into place, and to make sure that they process correctly and in the right position. If your client's lashes lift off the silicone forms, your lift will not work on those lashes that have lifted off, and you can end up with a separation on your lashes. So this is fabulous for holding down and keeping those lashes in place during the lift process. Okay, so there are guidelines here. On the one side we have the lash lift guidelines, and on the other side is the brow lamination. So this is all completely step by step. So you can see here the timings are down the bottom here, and the full process is written on there as well. Now, I don't recommend that you undertake a lash lift without the correct training, as perm solutions can be quite damaging when used near the eyes incorrectly. So always adhere to your training, but regarding your timings, obviously it depends on the brand that you're using. Now, most are around about 12 to 15 minutes, and the old lifted product from Eyeluvlashes used to be the same. This particular product is much faster, reducing the service time so you can actually get more clients in during your day. So always have a read of these. Even if you've had training, always make sure that you read the manufacturer's guidelines before carrying out your first lift with this product. Okay, so here we have your lift products. Now, in the kit, it does give you the option to go for the sachets or the pump bottles. I personally prefer the pump bottles because I can squeeze a tiny amount of this out to do skin testing. These products do require skin testing as well. Again, skin testing is full legal requirement under Section 3 of the Health and Safety at Work Act of 1974. So you must complete your skin test. On our website, under the course notes, there is a skin testing page where it gives all the information about what can happen if you don't skin test and the consequences to both you and your clients as well. There are some posters on there as well for you to help educate your clients as to why a skin test is necessary, as most clients will say, well, I've had it done before. That may well be, but an allergy can develop at any time. So it is important that your skin testing or your patch testing is done regularly. Okay, so we have step 1, step 2, and step 3 solutions. That's your perm solution, that's your neutralizing solution, and that's your nourishing solution. So all 3 of those are essential for the lash lift process. Now, as I mentioned, I prefer the pump bottles because I can squeeze a little bit out and then I can wait a week if I need to before I start using these again, and there's no chance of them going off. The products will still work because they are airtight within these containers. Also, you can see how much product there is. I've used sachets before, but I tend to find that I waste a lot of product because I don't always use it, or sometimes I need to open 2 sachets for a client, and other clients will just need half a sachet. So I do tend to find that I waste a lot of product with sachets. The bottles are definitely my favourite go-to. And this is your Lift and Go lifting adhesive. So this will hold the lashes and the brows into place. Now, this will dry out over time as you use it. And I see so many that will string it. When it starts going stringy, it will wrap that around here. Never do that. Always make sure your brush goes in to scrape off excess and then apply to your client. As soon as you've applied, put your lid back on and tighten that lid closed. The reason being, this will completely dry out in the bottle and you'll come to use it one day and there won't be any available to use. So my advice is, while you're putting the kit in your bag, add an extra bottle or 2 of the lifting glue because you will get through quite a bit of this as well. And all of these products are for use on lashes and brows, so they can be used for both. Right, looking at these record cards that we actually have. So we have Total Lash Lift Patch Test Record Card. So this is for when you do your skin testing on your client, and it can then be attached to your client record history as well. So the timings, if you found that you've had to adjust your timings, now you notice on here it said the timing is 8 to 10 minutes. So you would leave on for the minimum time to start with, then you would use your lift tool to see if the hair is going in the correct direction. If it is, then obviously you can then neutralize and write your perming time as 8 minutes. If you have to leave it on for an extra minute and then test the hair again, your timing then will be 9 minutes. Now, what I found is if you've left your fixing lotion, your lifting lotion on for 9 minutes, you would leave your fixing lotion on for the same amount of time, so 9 minutes. So you would write your fixing. They also have tinting on here. What I love about this product is it is tint safe. It does say where you can apply your tint in the instructions here as well. So you can also add your tinting details on there and any notes. Also the size shield that you're using as well, along with the date. So you can keep a history of your client's records so you know what they're going to have the next time they come in. and on the other side here is your full record card. So they are looking at your consultation, your contraindications, and also consent for your client's procedure as well. These are fabulous record cards, and I do recommend that you use them. Now, under the new Habia guidelines, records must be kept for 7 years. Okay, so it is vital. Now you can staple that to your patch test record as well. Okay, and again, the same for the brow lamination, so patch test record card. Now, if your client has lash lift and they decide they want a brow lamination, as long as they've had their last lash lift or their last skin test within 3 months, you won't need to do a separate skin test with this product because it's the same product. So if the client's already had their skin test for the one, they've got their skin test for the other. But it's still worth filling this out to say that it's for brow lamination and this one's for lash lift. There is also a brow lamination client record card in there as well, again with your contraindications, patch testing, and also your patch test record can be stapled to this as well. And then on the back, again, your treatments and timings. You notice there's no need for the lift forms because obviously you're going the lashes into place. But obviously, if your client wants the big spiked look, then obviously you'd write that in the notes. If they want the high lift or if they want the natural looking eyebrows, you can actually then write in there what angle you've pinned the brows to for lamination. Okay, so have a look at the Eyeluvlashes website. Their starter kits, their training kits are absolutely fantastic. Also, don't forget to look in their everything's £5 section. They have a page where everything is £5 because you might be able to top up on things that ordinarily would cost you a lot more than that. So take a look at the website, add extra things to your basket as well. And I hope you enjoy playing with these products because I certainly have. Thank you for watching.